Hi everyone, this is the first video for the Chapter 8 Week 8 homework. Like normal, I'm going to be doing the opposite problems than what you have to do for homework this week. On this week, you have to complete A and B exercises and problems, so make sure you pay attention to the problem information on the spreadsheet. So let's start with 8.1. We're told that Mary Sue Guild works for a company that pays its employees 1.5 times the regular rate for all hours worked over 40 hours a week. Her pay rate is $10 per hour. She's subject to the normal taxes. She's married and claims 4 withholding allowances. And she has a half-hour lunch break. So I went ahead and got the spreadsheet ready. So we know if we look on the form that we're given, she works 40 hours for a regular week. Overtime hours, she works 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours overtime. And I changed it to where we see that it's $15 per hour and $10 an hour. So even though the calculations may be simple, I would definitely recommend using a calculator just to verify. So we find out that she works 40 hours. She gets 400 hours for her regular hours. So 15 hours times 6, and she gets $90 in overtime, which makes her total gross wages $490. So now we need to go to the tax table. Sometimes it helps to put the information that we need on the spreadsheet so we don't have to keep flipping back pages. So she's married and claims 4 allowances. So married and then 4 allowances. That makes it easier for me when I go look at the T-charts. So I'm going to write down page 306 so I know where I'm at. So let's look at her federal income tax. And unfortunately, I don't have that page number memorized. So I'm going to have to go through and look. Here we go. So she's married and claims 4 allowances. She earned $490. So we're going to look for at least $490, but less than $500. And we're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So her federal withholding is $5. So let's go back to the spreadsheet. We know her federal income tax is $5. Now we need to calculate Social Security withholdings. So we have 6.2% times $490. So 490 times 6.2% gives us $30.38. Medicare withholding, 490 times 1.45% gives us $7, and we're going to round that to 10 cents to make sure the employee gets as much money as possible. So now we're going to add up all of our taxes. So we have $5, $7.10, and $30.38, which is a total withholding of $42.48. Net pay, we're going to take the $490, subtract the $42.48. So her net pay is going to be $447.52. And that is all you would have to do for the first one. The second one has a little bit more calculations. It's still not going to be too bad. But let's go to that page in the book. I'm going to go to here. We're told it's the 6.2 and the 1.45%, so we need to keep that in mind. And here we're given information. So to figure out year-to-date earnings, it's fairly simple. What I'm going to do to save time is have Excel do the math for us. So I'm going to go up here to Auto Sum, and it should automatically select the two correct amounts. And I'm going to press Enter. That does it for us. And then since we already used one formula, I'm going to, let me make this larger for you so you can see. I'm going to go down here to the little square, and then you get the little plus sign. I'm going to left click and scroll down, and it's going to copy the formula the rest of the way. So here we're looking for how much of their year-to-date earnings and their current gross pay is over the Social Security max of $110,100. The first two people, they're not over the maximum, so those are going to be 0. For the last two, we're going to have to take the year-to-date earnings, subtract the maximum, and so we find out that $1,325 of their current gross pay is over the max, so that amount is not taxable. And then we're going to do the same thing for this one. $114,100 minus $110,100 gives us $4,000. So amount of their current gross pay that's subject to Social Security. Since the first two employees are not over the maximum, their entire gross pay is taxable for Social Security. For the last two people, we're going to have to take their current gross pay. So for this one, it's $3,925. We're going to subtract our $1,325. Gives us $2,600 of their current gross pay is subject to Social Security. This one, it's fairly easy calculation, 4,600 minus 4,000. But still, I just like to double check myself. Now, the Social Security tax, we're going to take the amount subject to the Social Security tax and multiply it by the 6.2%. So we have 1,700 times 6.2% gives us $105.40. We're going to do the same thing for the rest of the employees. Take the amount subject to Social Security and multiply it by the 6.2%. It's $260.40. $2,600 times 6.2% gives us $161.20. And the last one, we're going to take the $600 times our 6.2%. Gives us $37.20. Now, Medicare withholding tax. Medicare does not have the max on it like the Social Security tax does. So we're going to take the current gross pay amount for all of the Medicare tax. So we have 1,700 times 1.45% gives us $24.65. The 4,200 times 1.45%, $60.90. And then on these last two, make sure you look at the current gross pay amount. So we have $3,925 times the 1.45%. And so this is going to be $56.91. And the last one, 4,600 times 1.45% gives us $66.70. And that is all you have to do for these first two problems. If you have any questions on them, please let me know, and I hope you guys have a great day.